The PS4 is superior.
How fucking dare you? After everything you've said, the jokes you've made, the attacks you've put on the people who defend that system, oh, fuck them, they're dumb, they're twats, whatever stupid British slang word you use to describe the people who defend the VCR, and then you trade in the superior system for the piece of shit. Why? Because all my friends were doing it.
Just like you have a deep and full understanding of, it gets very lonely up on Superior Mountain. So when I set it up, the first thing that I went to do was send a message, and it fucking crashed. Like, I'm not making that up.
You deserve this, Fates. It is fucking karma for all the bullshit you said. Now jumping back into that boat, you deserve to jump into that sinking ship.
And he was like, look, you can do all these gestures. And he just looked like a retard doing bad semaphore in front of the TV. And he was like, look, the Xbox is amazing. And then, of course, as soon as he said Xbox, it started listening to whatever the fuck he was saying. He was like, no, just stop, go off. And I was like, yeah, it's really like Minority Report, isn't it? It just totally doesn't work.
It would be so fucking great if all of you guys had Xboxes on from room to room, and the Xbox responded to each person's voice commands, all of them at the same time. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so fucking great. If one of us is watching Netflix, we're all fucking watching Netflix. That's the way it works.
Yeah. Talking shit in the Skype call, and all of a sudden, Xbox Live TV pops up on my screen. Why the fuck do I want to watch TV when I'm in the middle of playing Battlefield 4? Explain that to me, Microsoft. Why do I want to watch TV in the middle of me playing a fucking video game mid-gunfight?
There's a funnier detail to this, is that Brian had spent like hours on the phone to Xbox support trying to get his TV set up to actually work. So when it switched to the TV, it didn't even switch to a TV channel that was actually there.
Yeah, correct.
To this empty channel because they couldn't get the fucking thing working. So the fucking like the main they wanted to be inconvenient doesn't even work.
Yeah, while Dragon's Teeth was installing, I'm like, you know what? I might as well set up my Xbox One to watch TV, because apparently it's the best fucking TV watching console that's ever been invented in the history of mankind. Can't get the fucking thing to work. I was on Twitter with Xbox support for 3 hours, and they're like, are you sure the HDMI cable works? I'm like, yes, it works when I plug from cable box into the TV. There's picture on my console. It just says, hey, your set-top box is in sleep mode. It's like, what button do I push on this goddamn pad to make my fucking Xbox, my set-top box...
VCR, Brian. Say it correctly.
It's just like... They can't even get that right. The one thing that this console was supposed to have over the fucking PlayStation is, hey, you could watch fucking TV on your Xbox, and you could do like an interpretive dance in front of your Kinect in order to make you change channels. But no, it doesn't even fucking work correctly.
Like, everything about the Xbox One is a workaround, right? So I got another media card because I wanted to make 1080p videos. So the Xbox One doesn't have HDCP on games.
And it doesn't play games at 1080p, so what's the point?
Anyway. So,
no, that's a serious question. That is a serious question.
Frito, I think you burnt the toast again. I will admit they were responsive. They just didn't give us the answers that we wanted to hear. You know what I mean? They didn't have the magic formula into fixing the VCR. It's like, do I have to adjust my tracking? Do I have to insert the cleaning disc? Do I have to rewind my game before I try and play it again because it's a fucking VCR? Come on, guys!
You have to stick a pencil in the cogs and wind the tape back so it doesn't have any slack anymore.
Yes. Now we're stuck with the fucking updated VCR that doesn't even understand my goddamn voice and wants to search Bing in the middle of when I'm playing fucking Titanfall. Fuck you, VCR. I know you could hear me over there. I see you looking at me.
Better watch it or I'll turn it on and start recording you NSA style.
Right?
Are you unhappy with me, Brian?
I was going to say, do the how.
And over double what a bricks and mortar store is selling the game for is not a good look.
Like, PlayStation 4 has that problem as well, to be fair, but...
Yeah, no, it does. I'm just like...
All of the digital distribution sites have this issue.
Except on PC, but...
Yeah, but who looks at Steam and goes, we want to do exactly that, but without any of the value?
I mean, I'm sure it's kind of like the Magic the Gathering tournament.
I was just about to say.
The same amount of virginity, correct, yeah.
Yeah. Except I think it's at the next level because the cards aren't even real.
That porn is a huge industry and they should be allowed to be in the open and advertise their product, especially to gamers who play Hearthstone, because these are the type of guys who watch porn. I would know. I'm one of these guys. I master the economy and the inventory management of maximizing the value of my cards. I love this shit. And also, subsequently, I don't get laid for it. So, I watch a lot of porn. These things go hand in hand.
I was on Pornhub, right? And it broke into sections. Like in the player, like here's the doggy style, here's this, here's the cowgirl.
That's
like,
next level shit.
It was
That's
next
genius.
level. Like it just told you like which chapters do you want to watch, basically. And I was like, this is next level.
That's
like,
fucking awesome.
We're all of a sudden in a big hussy because people are jerking off to a product, a beautiful and required product for the betterment of humanity.
That's right. Jerking off will reduce the risk of prostate cancer in males. So if you're listening to the show right now, stop. Go jerk off. Reduce your risk of prostate cancer, and then come back and play the show.
I always assumed people did it during the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So really, we can classify it as a health activity, kind of like a jog.
Right. It is exercise. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but the funny thing is, Frito, when you mentioned
Not the way I do it.
Budweiser, when you that's a full-on fucking marathon when Eddie's going. He's got to he's got people at the end of his fucking finish line just ready to cloak him with, a fucking overcoat.
Mm-hmm.
If there's not a parade at the end of your wanking session, you've done it wrong as far as I'm concerned.
If you're doing even here's this product that you can buy, but in the back of my mind, I know this thing's a fucking hunk of shit, then why am I even presenting it to my audience?
This is the nature of media, though, in personality and any type of endorsement ever. Like, this isn't new. So
I'm not saying that doesn't make it right just because it's the way that it is. I mean, I've played DayZ, the alpha, and DayZ is like one of the weirdest games to take off ever, because as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty terrible. Like, it's pretty terrible in terms of
function or gameplay or both.
Function is pretty terrible. Like, every time they put new items in the game, none of them work properly. It's kind of like Battlefield 4. So I was paid to say that by the developers of DayZ. I just thought I'd have to say that.
Promoted
now.
message. Why the fuck didn't I get a cock? I mean, I want Satan's cock. Would you just introduce me to some Satan cock so I can cash this in? I will suck that Satan balls deep.
Yeah, but you do it ironically, like that scenes out of Wayne's World, where they're just like wearing every corporate identity that they possibly can.
I can ham it up and make it seem believable.
Microsoft handling it makes me just feel that what will actually end up happening is that I'll get shit broken games that will be charged
at full price.
At full price.
$60 for DayZ.
$60 or $70 even. You're paying for the exclusivity of this piece of shit that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And then Xbox support, when you tweet them, they'll be like, but does the game start occasionally?
Yeah.
Just to clarify, you've tried resetting your console, doing the hokey pokey, turning yourself around, right?
Have you whispered it soft lines of personal poetry? Have you explained to it the many reasons why its reflection is the fairest of them all?
You got to get your Xbox One on your side. Like, you have to charm it. You can mail in your dumbass questions to ladcountpodcast@outlook.com. That's also where you can mail in for queries on how to sponsor the show. I get questions about that quite frequently. Three-syllable words. The bane of my existence. Go fuck yourself.
I think it was a joke that one of us made. Might even have been me.
That does sound
probably
like some faggotry you would say. So
yeah, it does. It really does.
I was going to say probably because nobody in America uses the word bumming to refer as, having sex.
Oh, yeah, me and Frida had an argument about it, didn't we? Like, what bumming actually was. Yeah, okay. It was probably me. Sorry.
Yeah, Frito thought it meant the homeless brigade.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
or you say, like, bum a cigarette from somebody. But
well, the obvious answer of how we all met was a glory hole convention in a gentleman's toilet. I mean, that is just the obvious answer.
And I begged Brian to be a third co-host on the show because I loved his take. He really balanced out me and Eddie, because it got way too gay in some of those older shows. Where
Yeah, we'd spend like hours just agreeing
out
very
verbally.
aggressively. Just like, yeah, I fucking agree too. Yeah, aren't we fucking amazing? Yeah, God, we're so right. Yeah, like internet high fives.
We're
and all
so
that.
smart and elitist.
Yeah, we're so much better than everybody else.
I oftentimes find myself in a position where I have no clue how I got there. Usually at the break of dawn, naked in an alley, drunk. But sometimes with YouTube as well. But I don't know.
That's what we call date night, Frito. I've told you this before.